Yeah, I think that's right. Tina, Harry and Meghan, I don't particularly like talking about them anymore. I think it's become it's just a relentless kind of Groundhog Day thing, really. They want attention. They want to make money out of their royal titles. Every time they rear their heads to do it, everyone I hear goes nuts, including me, and then we carry on, repeat cycle. What is going on with them in America, though? I mean, what is their reputation like there now? How relevant are they? We're hearing that Meghan's planning her big comeback, etc., etc. But where are they over there?
OK, well, first of all, just to say, to Tessa's point, I completely agree about William blowing it with the Lionesses, but that's where I missed Harry, actually. That's where they missed Harry. Because, you know,
right,
if Harry'd been part of the mix, you know, Harry could have gone to the Lionesses. Wouldn't he have been fabulous? Let's face it. Whatever you think about Harry,
okay.
I would say
to that, why didn't he?
That would have been really callous.
Sorry,
to undercut his brother.
Nothing was stopping him getting on a plane if he wanted to, and he didn't. So he could have done.
But he wasn't the president of the FA. That's offside.
William should have gone as president of the FA. That was his duty to do that, and it was a very rare, very bad misstep by him to not do that. And it also, actually, if you're a woman player for the England team, I mean, how fast would he have got on a plane if that had been the England men's team in the World Cup final? He'd have been like a greyhound on speed. So, but Harry could have gone if he wanted to, and he didn't. But anyway, back to the bigger picture of Harry and Meghan in America. Is this brand working?
Well, I tell you what is interesting is the fact that Meghan's old show, 12 years old, Suits, is actually the #1 show at the moment in America. Nobody understands why. Somebody posted a meme on TikTok and the whole thing exploded. And suddenly Suits, this old show, is the best viewed show on Netflix worldwide. Go figure, nobody knows. And it's not really thought it's necessarily anything to do with Meghan. But it is an interesting thing.
Well, it's actually I've got to say, it's a very good show. I really liked Suits. So it doesn't surprise me.
I thought it was great, but why it's suddenly been dug out of the sort of
TikTok
it's
weird.
I don't know.
But it's not weird, is it? It's because they've got the X factor, which is why we find it painful when they left. It was so painful.
Well, it made, as Tina said, it's not necessarily because of Meghan Markle. But Tina, to the wider point about how popular they are, what do you think?
The wider point is, well, just to say, though, that in that instance, Hollywood agents I speak to kind of say, actually, the weird thing is if Meghan wanted to go and make an acting deal right now, she could probably crush it and get a great acting deal. But I don't think that's what she's looking for, because acting is now way too much hard work. Basically, they're a non-factor here, actually. I mean, in Hollywood, nobody talks about them at all, I'm told. That they're just, you know, the whole celebrity canvas is so much bigger, wider and hotter. They're not really a factor. They're just minors who show up at celebrity events and so on. So there's nothing really going on with their brand here. And I think that they've really got to figure out, obviously, they have taken advice finally and gone quiet, which is exactly what they should have done. Like, shut up, like, go away. And they have gone away for the entire summer. But they've got to figure out what Archewell is. Like, what's it for? You know, what is it actually for? They haven't raised very much money with it, to be honest. I mean, I think it's $12 or $13 million or something. You'd think by now it would be $100 million foundation.
The problem they've got,
Tina,
Tina,
really not raising money.
The problem they've got is the only currency they have so far that has proved remotely interesting to the public is when they're trashing their families. And I find that pathetic and sad. And it's caused unbelievable rifts, not just with his family, with her family. The poor father sitting there 50 miles away has never met his grandchildren. He's never met the person that married his daughter, despite bringing up Meghan on his own for years. You know, all of it is just incredibly, on a human family level, incredibly sad. They keep talking about how happy they are over there. How happy could anybody be if you're estranged from both of your families? I mean, I just don't know.
But what you've
how can you be happy?
There is their vulnerability, and I agree there is a vulnerability because they're outside the institution. But I don't know what Ed and Tina feel about this, but that's why I believe that the rapprochement, the olive leaf, the move towards making they're never going to be a happy family again, but some kind of redemptive move has to come from the king.
No, but hang on. He's made efforts to do this. The problem is they don't trust Harry anymore. They believe he's going to be taping them, recording them, making notes, doing stuff for future deals.
But if you say something kind and loving, does it matter if you're taped?
He's
like my son.
I am told Charles has tried multiple times to do this. But Harry wants them to apologise to him for the damage he's been wreaking on the royal family and the monarchy.
Because the problem is young people saw some kind of hope.
Let's face it, though. I mean, it is not in Meghan's interest to have a rapprochement between Harry and his family. That's why I don't think it'll happen. Because Meghan does not want to live in England ever again.
Nope.
She feels that England was just, rejected her. She rejects it. She finds it cold, boring, nothing for her. She loves her, the Hollywood
He apparently
scene.
said
That's
tonight,
where she wants to be.
Yeah, he apparently said tonight in his speech at this charity event that his wife was really sorry she couldn't be there. That's complete nonsense. She's not sorry she can't be there. She was at 2 Beyonce concerts last week. If she wanted to be there, she'd be there. She doesn't want to be there for the reasons Tina has said. I've got to be run out of time.
He saw hope in them, and then the hope got taken away, and that's why the royal.
You know what? If you trash your family in public in the way that they've done for so long, eventually any family would go, that's it. Drawbridge down, done. And that's sadly where we are. Incredible that he's here, Harry, and he's not going to see his brother or his father.
I'm just holding up Ed's
Well,
book. Which
the only thing I will say, about that is this family has never been a touchy-feely family. I mean, they never rush to family reunions except at Christmas, Easter. This is not a family that is all over each other at the best of times.
Yeah.
And quite obviously, Harry's completely alienated his family, and it's done. I don't quite understand why. English coverage is constantly about, and he comes to England and he hasn't seen his family.
Yeah.
No, they're estranged.
No, I agree.
Listen,
Tina,
no one's going to rush to see each other.
I totally agree. We've got to leave it there. Tina Brown, lovely to see you. Great to see you, Tessa. Ed Owens, After Elizabeth, Can the Monarchy Save Itself? Actually, a really interesting book about the future of our monarchy here. Does it have a future? How long is that future? I hope it does. I think it will. But work to be done by King Charles. He's doing a great job. But work to be done in reshaping now the monarchy in his image for what he wants for us and the country.